Here's a simple problem that we can try to compute. If we drive 2 kilometers straight east, then turn 60 degrees in the northerly direction, and then drive an additional 4 kilometers, we can ask what is our net displacement. It's easiest if we draw a picture of this. I'll draw a 2 kilometer vector that would look like so, and then a 4 kilometer vector, so something twice as long. And since we had to turn directions, there has to be an angle between the old vector and the new one of 60 degrees. And we're asking what's our net displacement. We're not asking how many miles we traveled. That would be 4 plus 2, in other words 6 kilometers. We're asking for the net displacement. In other words, this new vector c and we find cx from ax plus bx. Well, ax, if this is a, and this is b, a is only in the x direction. So this is my little coordinate system. A is only in the x direction as I've drawn it. So this would be 2 kilometers. B is a little bit in the x direction, a little bit in the y direction, so I'd have to put 4 times the cosine of 60. And it turns out cosine of 60 is exactly a half, so this actually equals 4 kilometers, because 4 times a half is 2, and I add another 2, and that gives me 4. C sub y is equal to ay plus by. Well, a sub y, this vector right here has no y direction, so its component is 0. And b sub y is 4 times sine of 60. Which is about 3.4 kilometers. And the magnitude of c would equal the square root of cx squared plus cy squared. And this equals about 5.3 kilometers. So even though you had to travel 2 kilometers plus 4 kilometers equals 6 kilometers, your net displacement is only 5.3 kilometers.